Hi guys, welcome to the Craft Beer Channel.
And welcome to Norway.
We are up in the Arctic Circle, an amazing little town called Mosjoen.
Johnny, why are we in Mosjoen? It took us 3 aeroplanes to get here, mate.
Yeah, and it's now raining.
And it's got one of the highest tax rates in the world for beer.
Yeah, and if you want to brew something over 4.7%, the government has to sell it for you. Why have we come? So why have we come to Norway? Well, thanks to the stupid alcohol laws enforced by the government, such as 60% tax and really strict advertising laws, people have taken matters into their own hands. So Norway has actually one of the biggest homebrew scenes in the world. Like literally everyone, and I mean everyone, knows a handful of homebrewers. So we've come to see if the beer's any good. Tomorrow night, there is a homebrew festival and homebrew competition. As a thanks for helping a fisherman get his boat out of the water, we've actually been allowed a sneak peek at a cafe of all the beers that will be on tomorrow night, so we can pick our favourites and see what they're going to be like. So here we are at Vikgarden. So we have IPAs here, so that's all the entries of the IPAs. And what are these?
These are the dark ales.
The dark ales. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So it can be some are specials.
It's Imperial Stout. And you said there's 17 brewers.
17
just
brewers
in this town.
Yeah.
And how many?
No, well, actually,
who are competing in the competition?
Yeah,
Yes.
just
so there's more. Just some of them aren't as competitive.
Yeah, we have like a brewers club, and there's about 100 members.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, this town seems tiny. How many people live in Mosjoen?
About 10,000 or so.
Yeah.
And from my living room, I can count from the maybe 40 houses. There are like 10 brewing beer.
Because we go out on the street and you see people cleaning their cars or mowing their lawn. You go out and you just see steam coming out of a kitchen window.
Yeah, well,
and you smell them all.
I actually do. and especially in the winter when it's cold, you can see the steam from the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know, getting out all the excess damp from there.
We drank some awesome homebrews at Vikgarden and were blown away by just how many people brewed in the town. But what we did notice was that there weren't many professional brewers' beers available. At a dinner that night, we drank some stunning fruit beers from Espens Brewery in Trondheim 4 hours away, and really wanted to try some more commercial brews. So we're on day 2, we're on our way to the Mosjoen Microbrewery, which roughly translates as the Mosjoen Microbrewery. It's the only licensed brewery in the town, but the whole point of this festival that we're at is they're hoping that a couple more people will take that plunge, do all that red tape and found their own brewery. So I'm here with Stian, brewer of the Mosjoen Microbrewery and owner of the world's best homebrew set.
Yeah, thank you.
You've even got the floor, which is just amazing that you've got a wet room in your garage. So where did it start, and how long has it taken to get to this?
Yeah, it started like a hobby. Have this barrel 20 liters.
A little Brandmeister.
Yeah, the smallest one.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be a really good beer.
Yeah.
I think.
What was the first beer you brewed?
It was a pale ale.
Right.
Yeah.
With American hops, or was it?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course it was.
Just kid.
Yeah. So it's all these beers are capped at 4.7.
Yes.
Because otherwise the government has to say you can't. Is that right?
That's true. Or we have to go to the monopolies.
What's the thing? Why has the government capped it? Was there a drinking problem, or?
Yeah, maybe.
No.
In the future. Yeah.
The politicians kept getting drunk, so they thought we should rein this in. So is it hard to get all the papers and become a professional brewery in Norway?
Yeah, that's very hard.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to tap it on the bottles or bottle.
Right. Yeah.
Sell them. That's a lot of paperwork.
Yeah. Does the government want people to do it, or is it trying to hold back the flood?
I think so too.
Yeah.
They will just hold it back.
So what we learned at Stian's was that experimenting with beers gets harder when you go professional. That said, they all produce seasonals at stronger ABVs and find ways to get it to market. The homebrewers of the town have no such issues though, as we are about to find out.
Okay, so we're at the beer festival. They've announced the winners. Our favourite beer from last night, the Black IPA, didn't win, but there's still potential that it could win the people's vote when everyone pours in from up those stairs in about 10 minutes time. But before they get here, we're just going to try and do the room basically and check everything out.
So here's our Black IPA again. We had it last night and absolutely loved it. It's got an amazing, it's kind of like if you charred some mango. Yeah, it's just so good, and it's brewed by the chap behind me over there. But criminally, it didn't win. It didn't win. This place is incredible. There's almost a tear in my eye at how happy I am and how amazing these people are, and all the fantastic brewers doing amazing things like braggots. There's one guy who made a beer with no water, just tree sap. It's mental. So I think it was on the second shot of horseradish vodka, sat there surrounded by brewers, that I realised that home brewing in Norway is like a cultural phenomenon.
And summer, man. I've never been anywhere quite like this. It's amazing, and they've made us feel so welcome as well. I know 3 people called Espens now. I feel like I've literally
didn't know any before.
No, I feel like I know maybe half of the whole town.
Yeah. And it looks like something out of 30 Days of Night, but it's the most welcoming place. I feel like I've lived here my whole life. And that's sort of been fostered by this brewing, this love of brewing that's brought everyone together.
The whole community.
Yeah. And the stuff they're brewing, like beers made purely with birch sap instead of water. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. I really hope it's the same throughout all of Norway. I'm travelling down my way through the country, and me and Brad are also off to a farm just now to do some cooking with the great Steve Lamb. So those videos are all going up soon. But if you can, you've got to come to Mosjoen. You've got to see what this place is like and taste the beers and meet the people, because it's a magical place. It really is.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Poetry in Mosjoen.
Oh.
He's nicked it.
Cheers,
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.